Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Azir Irfan bin Ahmad SARJI from group RAS120-B with student ID 2021-631144. We will discuss or conduct a presentation video based on our study case, which is Enzyme. But before we move to the next video, here are some quick review for the content in our presentation. Firstly, I will give a brief video introduction and problem statement based on the case given. Next, Shahmi will give an idea about the activity 1, while I will give the brief introduction about activity 2 and been continued by Shahmi in his mini case study. And after that, I will give a brief conclusion or reference based on our study cases. So let us move to the introduction of this video presentation. Here, the organs of the digestive systems are the mouth, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, and not forgotten anus, which together makes up the gastrointestinal tract. This system responsible for converting food into available nutrients that can be transferred into different parts of body. Each organ and its constituent enzymes plays a specific role in this process by breaking down complex food into individual constituents. By a balanced diet combined with a functional, healthy gastrointestinal tract, it will lead to nutritious and healthy person. In other words, this cannot be done without the help of the enzyme. It also means enzymes are one of the most important components to speed up the digestive system in our body. So what is actually enzyme? It is defined as a protein-based substances that are used in catalyzing metabolic reaction in our bodies chemically binding with specific substrate. In this video, the enzyme will be responsible in our digestive system through metabolic reactions. By knowing what is the introduction, let's move to the problem statement. It is the present to aim to identify the digestive tracts of the enzyme that interact in the human body and describe what is actually the action of V. cholera toxin mechanism as been introduced by Muhammad Shami after the...
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syami Shrafi Muhammad Shahir, and today I will present about the activity 1. Okay. Activity 1, based on the video of my plate from the link below, I can list out many important things or points that are being pointed out from the video. Below is the important point that I have listed up. We have 1 until 11. The important points, 1 is we need to drink a lot of water, at least 8 glass per day, and secondly, carbohydrate. In the video, they have shown many carbohydrate and many type of carbohydrate, and we need to consume carbohydrate to get energy. And then vegetable. Vegetable we need 2 to 2.5 cup per day for fiber. So fiber is us to digest. And then protein we need 5.5 ounce per day. It's for fixing break muscles. And then fat. We cannot consume too much fat. If we consume too much fat, it will become worse for our health. Then 6 is salivary enzyme. We have amylase that will digest starch or amylose, and then stomach that can hold up until 2 liters in it. Wow, such a big storage is it? And for number 8, pepsin in acid can break peptide bond. This can be found in the pancreatic juice and liver bile with emulsified fat. And 10, small intestine, water, carbohydrate, and this is for the absorption of nutrients. And large intestine also absorb the nutrient that left. Next is fun fact about drinking water. So as shown here, the best drinking water in the world goes to Denmark, where they have really good water that you can drink it from the tap water. And the other fun fact is nearly 97% of the world water is salty, and it cannot be drink. And another 2% is locked in ice, so the ice in the Arctic. And that leaves 1%. 1% is for all humanity's resources that we use, like agriculture, residential, and other things. And the other fun fact is a person can live without a month without food, but a person cannot live in a week without water. So based on the video given at the about my plate, we have 3 questions, and this is the answer for the 3 questions.
Let's move to the next activity. Here are the questions that have been given in our case study. So, in our case study, let us move to the human digestive system, in other words, through the perspective of the enzymes. Here, you can see that our food chains consist of their specific enzyme that can be bind together to produce a final product. Firstly, we have the starch, which will be binded by salivary amylase enzyme through mouth by chewing to produce maltose. And from that maltose, it will be bind together by maltase through the chyme from from the digestive chemical digestion. It will produce the final product, which is the glucose product. As well, polypeptides will bind together by the pepsin enzymes into the stomach by chemical digestion to produce peptides, while it continue by binding with another enzyme, which is trypsin, that been produced in small intestine through chemical digestion to produce amino acids. Whereas this product is being produced by carbohydrates and also proteins, in lipids, it will only be binded with lipase through the gallbladder by emulsification process, and the final product will be fatty acid and glycerol, or I can call it as the triglycerol. Let us know about 1 or 2 or 3 fun facts that all you need to know about our digestive system. Firstly, the movement of the food molecules that looks wavery through down the muscles in our digestive tract is called peristalsis. Secondly, another part of our small intestine is called jejunum. This part is located between the duodenum, which is the middle part of the small intestine, and also the last part of the small intestine, which is the ileum. Another one is stomach growls or borborygmic, for sure, occurs at all time, and as well it becomes louder when no food consumes in our body because there's no food muffled onto it. Have you ever heard about digestion problems? This may look similar like constipation or stomach ache or any digestive problems that you may occur in your life. There are some ways to prevent this digestion problem from happening. Firstly, you can consume more fiber intakes, as they are a bulk that are considered to be indigestible in plant fruits, such as banana and legumes. Secondly, drink a plenty amount of water, as it aids in cleansing the entire digestive system in our body. 8 glasses would be sufficient enough in our body. Too much intake may be may consider yourself unlucky because you will risk yourself into diabetes insipidus. Thirdly, eat more frequent meals, as it advocates good digestive health and provides several amount of nutrients that necessary in our body as well.
Even about mini case 2. This case is about cholera bacteria. In this case, we need to watch the YouTube video about cholera bacteria that was given by the link. Also, in this case, we need to see to read about Tisha's story that has been diagnosed to the cholera bacteria infection. After watching the video, I could came up with the harmful of this bacteria. Even this bacteria is a bad bacteria that really will make us sick. This bacteria will make we become dehydrated, and we will lose a lot of water. This bacteria could make us die from the disease. Now we'll go to the part 2. We will have Tisha's story and the question. We have 3 questions for the story. Now we will go to the question of the video. For question 1, it wants us to say what is cholera organism itself. So cholera organism itself is a bacterium. Okay, then second question, it asks us about how or the bacteria enter the body. So the answer is C, drinking of water that has not been properly purified of contamination feces. And then the last question about the video, it asks about the function in the body that will be disturbed by the cholera bacteria. The answer is E, chloride ion transport system and fluid uptake in the jejunum. Now it's fact about early treatment of cholera. The doctor will confine the victim to bed and ask them to take a warm and mild aromatic drinks. Now, secondly, is the most important things about cholera is to treat them, to prevent them from dehydrate. So they need to drink a lot of water to try fight the disease.
Enzymes in digestive tracts are catalyzed by specific substrate to undergo breakdown molecules into simple substances. Nextly, the different types of microorganisms influence the rate of activity in gastrointestinal tract that will affect the function of the tract itself. Here are the references for our presentation. Thank you.